Initiative 1639 is an attempt to tighten gun control in the state of Washington. If it is passed, it will make Washington home to some of the most strict gun laws in the nation. It proposes 4 basic measures. First, it would raise the minimum age of purchase for a semi-automatic rifle to 21 years of age instead of the current minimum age of 18 years. Secondly, Initiative 1639 would increase background checks, making sure that people purchasing these guns have completed a thorough safety training and annually check that they do not have any criminal offenses on their record. Thirdly, the initiative ensures that there is a 10-day wait period before the dealer can deliver the gun that the buyer has purchased. Finally, Initiative 1639 would put new restrictions on the storage of assault weapons. People would be required to place firearms under secure locks in order to prevent their unauthorized use. This initiative has several reasons why it is being proposed, and also several reasons it is being opposed. Recent gun violence and school shootings have concerned many people, and citizens want to take a stand against them. 23 of the deadliest shootings in U.S. history were done by people under 21 years old. So by increasing the age limit, the hope is to prevent these types of shootings. However, there hasn't been clear evidence that increasing the age limit would prevent school shootings. Opponents to the initiative feel that people from 18 to 21 would be deprived of necessary self-defense rights and become more vulnerable without these means to protect themselves. More intense background checks have been proposed so that gun owners would be verified as legally allowed to have a gun every year, rather than just at the time of purchase. This would hopefully prevent people who may become dangerous or violent after purchasing the gun from having it in their possession. The 10-day waiting period has been suggested in an effort to prevent impulsive violence. Waiting periods have actually been proven by multiple studies to reduce suicide and gun violence by allowing people time to cool down from intense emotions before they have a gun in their possession. Finally, the initiative proposes tighter storage regulations in order to prevent accidental gun deaths and also to prevent firearms from being stolen for use in violent crimes.
Here are some of the benefits to voting yes on Initiative 1639. It will reduce gun violence by having safer storage for guns, thus preventing theft and crimes. It will ensure a waiting period to prevent impulsive acts, and it will prevent still developing persons from having access to deadly weapons. An average of 35,000 people are killed with guns every year, and an average of 96 die every day due to firearms. Compared to other high-income countries, the United States' overall firearm death rate is 10 times higher. Ola Jackson makes her statement that guns are what took the life of her close friend and her baby cousin. She also states that the NRA doesn't understand the fallout of their opposition to enforcing gun laws, saying, "The gun lobby doesn't have to directly deal with the community-destroying effects of gun violence." She continues, saying that by giving people the incentive to secure their firearms and by updating the rules for semi-automatic rifles, the initiative will save lives. The following are arguments made against the initiative. It may put 18 to 20-year-olds at risk because of lack of self-defense, and securing guns can make them tougher to reach in times of crisis. Dave Workman, a senior editor at thegunmag.com, makes his statement that the Washington State Patrol Troopers Association, the Washington State Sheriff's Association, the Washington Council of Police and Sheriffs, and the Washington State Law Enforcement Firearms Instructors Association all oppose Initiative 1639. He continues, saying that the 30-page initiative goes against the right to bear arms and equal protection clause in the 14th Amendment. He also states that since legal adulthood starts at 18, pushing the age limit to 21 would mean that I-1639 expects 18 to 20-year-olds to vote against their own right to bear arms.
Initiative 1639 has been receiving a large amount of financial support. Reports as recent as October 17th have documented that a little over $4 million have been raised in support of the initiative. Paul Allen contributed $1 million, saying, "Initiative 1639 is a reasonable and necessary measure that will improve the safety of our schools and our communities, which is why I have contributed $1 million to the campaign." Several others have contributed to the initiative as well, including the Hanauers and the Balmers. There has been an underwhelming opposition towards Initiative 1639. Groups opposing the initiative have raised a little over $500,000 in total, which is far less than half the funds raised in support of the initiative. The NRA is the biggest contributor so far, with a donation of $200,000. Other groups like Citizens Committee for the Right to Bear Arms, Shall Not Be Infringed, and the individual Dan Soley have contributed to oppose Initiative 1639. Due to the overwhelming financial support, the Initiative 1639 is likely to be passed.
Based on the given information, we believe that Initiative 1639 will be passed. Initiative 1639 ensures more protection from guns while still upholding the Second Amendment and has large amount of support. Also, the organizations for Initiative 1639 have much more funding for its cause. Washington is also a relatively liberal state, and I-1639 is a relatively liberal initiative, so it follows that the initiative is likely to be passed.